Hi, and welcome to the Senior Network. I'm your host, Greg Fulton. We are here at the Hospice Care of the Low Country today, and I am joined by Jim Keith Funeral Home, and Brian Tracy, attorney and owner of Elder Law and Estate Planning Center. A long name, I always got to make sure I get that right. Glad to have you guys.
Good morning.
Well, Brian, before the show, we were talking about wills and just basic wills, so I thought it'd be a good conversation just kind of talk a little bit about that on the show.
Yeah. You know, having a basic will is everybody's desire in estate planning. I should say more like a simple will. I always tell people, I never got a phone call to the office to ask to come in and make a complicated and a very expensive will.
Right.
Most people would like to just have a simple will as their estate plan, and that's okay. But before you endeavor to have an estate plan, including a will, you should educate yourself just a little bit, and you should certainly never try to attempt preparing one yourself. I know that there is LegalZoom out there. I know that there's software now that's very popular. But from just experience, sheer experience in dealing with clients, we see the product of those LegalZoom endeavors, and they usually don't turn out very well.
Well, with state laws and stuff, that makes it tough, right?
There's state laws, and also just the basic knowledge on how, for instance, bank accounts work. A lot of people will think that, well, if I make a will, I'll just take care of disposing of everything I own when I die. But people own life insurance. You can't change the death beneficiary of a life insurance policy through your will by making a declaration in your will. You can't change the death beneficiary of your IRA and your 401k through your will, by having a new will. It doesn't trump those other documents. So just basic understanding of of how accounts work, how the law works, is very important before you endeavor. That's why we spend a lot of time throughout the community offering workshops or seminars free of charge, and we educate individuals on estate planning, on the basics. You know, we give these presentations, we do not sell anything. All we do is we offer good, free information, and if you're interested afterwards, you come into our office and you see us for a free consultation, and we'll talk in specific terms about your estate. But we think it's real important for individuals who are thinking of having a will or a trust or any kind of estate plan to do some education first and find out about certain aspects of the law before starting that.
And I know you are known in the area for doing a lot of education, and we appreciate that because it's needed. Now, when you go in, basically, do you do this every month? You pick a topic, or how do you do that?
We have at least one workshop per month. And what we do is we go around to the different plantations. From this morning, I'm going over to the Hilton Head Plantation, where we have 53 people that are signed up for a workshop. And they'll be there for 2 hours. We have a nice PowerPoint presentation. We have some refreshments to serve, but we spend a lot of time educating the individuals and almost to the person. Everyone is appreciative of the seminar and of the workshop, and they do feel more informed about starting an estate plan for themselves once they attend. So we do them throughout the Beaufort County area, Hilton Head Plantation. We were supposed to have one last week at Indigo Run, but the hurricane canceled that out, so we didn't have that. But we have several of them coming up, but we always have at least one a month, and if we're not doing it at Plantation, we do it right at the office in our conference room. We have room for about a dozen people there.
Well, you've got me thinking, I know this will probably take too long for this show, but just kind of basically, what's the difference between a trust and a will?
Well, a will requires that you use the probate system after death to have the court system supervise the handling of an estate. Now, it's there for a purpose, is that so that an executor or a personal representative carries out the duties and obligations that are required and to make sure that the estate is distributed and creditors are paid. So it's a court-supervised system. But not everybody needs a court-supervised system.
Right.
So if you want to get around the probate system, that is expensive, time-consuming, because it takes about a year for it to be completed, you can use a trust, another estate planning tool, that avoids the probate system and lets the family take care of things on their own without hiring attorneys, without hiring accountants, without going to court. A very simple, straightforward way to handle an estate. And people do like to opt for the trust.
Yeah, I know, and you said it is time-consuming, probate being in senior care. We know when someone passes, the process and the families don't realize what they're getting ready to go through a lot of times.
They may want a simple will and a simple method of distributing the estate and handling the estate, but when it comes to probate, it's hardly quick and efficient. It can be a burdensome system. Sometimes it can be rather easy, but even the most simplest estate requires at least 9 to 10 months to wait before distributing anything to the children, to the beneficiaries, I should say, which are most of the time the children. But it's just it's burdensome because the law requires that a certain amount of time transpire for creditors. Now, you may not have had a creditor your entire lifetime, but the law says that any creditors have 8 months to come forward and make their claim against the estate. So a lot of times we just sit around twiddling our thumbs, waiting for time to go by before any assets can be distributed from the estate. And it's a shame sometimes because the family could use the money.
Very ashamed. Hold that thought. We're going to need to take a break here on the Senior Network. Stay with us. We'll be right back.